Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Right, beer coming up now is one that my good lady brought me back from Vegas last week, and we are heading off to California and El Segundo Brewing Company, and we are going to take a look at their Steve Austin's Broken Skull American Lager. It's coming in at 4.8%, and what are the measurements on the can? I'm guessing, I can't see, I'm guessing this is pretty much an American pint. Love the artwork. That's really cool artwork. I do like that. I don't have an El Segundo glass, so we're going to go with a Budweiser glass because it's American and it's lager in it. So American lager. What can you expect from American lager? I mean, are they going to try and do it like an American lager, or is it going to be an American lager with a twist to it? I don't know. I'm kind of guessing it's going to be typical sort of American lager, but hopefully it's going to be, yeah, maybe a decent quality American lager. So let's get it out the can. Or just quickly before we move on, $14. I think in the video when I said I'd done a video of what she bought me back, I think I said $15 for 4 cans. I think it was $14 plus the VAT. I'm not sure what the tax is in America. So I don't know, $16 maybe for 4 cans, something like that. It's probably coming in at about £3 a can. £3 a can, something like that. I think I said about £4.25 or something. Don't know what I'm on about, do I? Anyway, stop waffling. There's a can. You've had a good look. Glasses at the ready. Let's get it cracked open and see what we get. And American lagers do tend to be typical sort of American sort of taste, don't they? You just know an American lager. I mean, you know, you just do, don't you? It's looking very light, but hopefully it'll be all right. Hopefully it'll be all right. It's a bit hazy, which is quite nice to see. That is nice to see, because that's not something you normally get with most American lagers. They tend to be crystal clear. So, beer in a glass. There we go. Absolute wild on carbonation because it's nucleated. We got a hazy, looks a bit more golden in the camera, but I'm going to say it's like a hazy lemon colour. Like I say, carbonation is wild because it's nucleated. We got a 2-finger, a lovely compact creamy head on top. Looks like a lager, looks as you'd expect. It is looking rather carbonated, but we'll just roll with it and let's see what we get. So let's give it a swirl and see what Steve Austin's Broken Skull American Lager gives us on the nose. Yeah, typical American lager. I mean, for me, it smells very much like Budweiser. It's got that corn sort of rice aroma, a little bit malty. There is maybe, if you dig really deep with your nose in the back, there's a little bit of that. There is a little bit of that sort of lemon sort of thing going on. Doesn't smell particularly nasty. It just smells like a typical American lager. So let's dive in and give old El Segundo's lager a try. Cheers. Okay, nothing nasty in there. Oh, yeah, and that's nice. Nothing nasty in there. It's quite a nice body to it. I'm guessing that head's helping that as well. That big, thick, creamy head. But it does feel quite sort of weighty for an American lager. It is well carbonated. But despite all that carbonation you see going up, it doesn't feel too carbonated in the mouth. Yeah, there is quite a bit there, but it's not like filling you up with air constantly. It's quite smooth. Quite sort of creamy, soft in the mouth. On the taste, you're getting that, again, you may be getting that sort of rice, sweet corn kind of thing going on. I'd say more sort of sweet corn. But there is a nice malty breadiness in this. And that breadiness lingers. It actually stays on for quite a while. There's a nice subtle sort of lemon citrus note in there. No bitterness. It's all sort of sweet. You know, like again with most American lagers, they all tend to be sort of on the sweet side. Must be the American thing, I don't know. But it's real sort of sweet. Not sickly sweet, obviously, but there's no bitterness, if you know what I mean. It's all sort of like sweetness. 4.8%. It drinks really easy, in all honesty. Yeah, 4.8%. You obviously get no sign of any alcohol. It's quite weighty when you drink it as well. Like I say, it does feel quite bready. Do I like it? As American lagers go, and it's got to be said, as American lagers go, it's quite enjoyable. Very downable. Nothing nasty in there. You know, expect it to be sweet. Expect it to be... It's almost like a... How can I put it? It's like Budweiser with a bit more balls to it, as in taste and flavour. I quite enjoyed it. I'm quite enjoyed it. I'm quite enjoying it, I should say. Yeah. You know, was I expecting more? I suppose if you're paying about £3, you would like to think maybe you're getting a bit more, but it's an American lager. And, you know, and when they say it on there, I mean, it's full on American lager, but it's got a bit of extra gumption about it. It's a bit weighty. It's got a bit more flavour. It's got a nice little bready thing to it. It's probably the going rate over there, I guess. I suppose it must be. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. It's not the greatest lager in the world, don't get me wrong. But I tell you what, I've had 101 more that have been worse than this. I think that's quite tasty. It's not going to appeal to everyone, but it's drinkable, enjoyable. What more can you ask for? So I'd recommend it. Give it a go if you see it, because you might like it. I think as lagers go, it's quite tasty. That's it. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. If you see it, give it a go, like I said. That's it for this beer review. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to subscribe, and I will see you again soon. All of you out there on another one. Cheers.